Yo, what is going on, guys? So today woke up to something extremely unexpected when I logged into the game, and that was these dual class 6-star crystals. Now, ever since the 4-star and 5-star dual class crystals came out, we all wanted the 6-star versions, right? But Kabam said at the time, it was too soon. They didn't want us targeting the highest rarity of chance in the game that easily at that point yet. So they waited, but now they're released. So this is great. I saw this, I'm like, dude, I'm so happy. And then I see, it's 12,500, so it's 2.5k shards more than a basic. And I looked at that, and I'm just like, nice. It's not 15,000. Great. Was I expecting it to be 10,000? No. But then, I log on to Twitter, and I see people are mad about this. So this was the first tweet that I really saw. So Redwood, shout out to him. He's a good guy. We've already talked more after this, and we're all good. Happy early birthday to you in December, buddy. I wish you luck on your crystal opening. But so he's basically saying that 4-star dual class crystals are 2k, same as basic 4-star. 5-star dual class are 5k, same as a basic. Kabam finally decided to make a 6-star dual crystal for 2.5k more than a basic. Is exactly what is wrong with the game. The contradiction is real AF, and this is proof. Now, I can understand the sentiment to a point, but I just totally disagree. And now I responded to this, and I said I don't understand this mindset. It's so simple. If you don't want to pay the extra shards for it, don't buy it. This is just... I maybe should have chosen my words a little bit better here, but I hate seeing when offers come out and stuff and people are whining and moaning about them, and it's like, dude, no one is forcing you to buy these offers. Kabam, they just released 10 million gold for $100. That's a shit offer, and I'm not buying it. Am I going to complain about it? No, I don't care. No one's forcing me to buy it. I don't care what they offer, dude. Doesn't matter to me if I'm not going to buy it, who cares? And same with these crystals. If that's too steep of a price for you, don't buy it. Now, I don't think that this is too steep of a class. So, for me, I said here, I'm missing a ton of champs in Science and Mystic. Those are literally the two class types that I want to go for with my 6-star Nexus class selectors. From Eternity of Pain, I'll be going Mystic. And the only other class I've been thinking about is Science. And they just so happen to share a dual class crystal. So this is literally perfect for me. I can finally target those Mystic and Science champs that I'm missing through this crystal. And so I'm saying that so you can, for just an extra 2.5k shards to eliminate 4 other classes. Dude, you're eliminating 66% of the champions in the basic pool. That is huge. That is so worth 2.5k shards in my opinion, dude. So worth. And plus, it's raining shards these days. 6-star shards have been coming in more quickly now than ever before. So many different facets of the game, you can get 6-star shards. And we've been getting teased that Incursions is getting buffed soon, so I'm sure we're going to see more 6-star shards from there. There's a bunch in Act 8. There's a ton in the Battleground store. 6-star shards are everywhere right now. They're not that hard to get compared to years ago. And also, to circle back to this point, when the 4-star and the 5-star dual class crystals came out, 6-stars were already in the game. If Kabam released 5-star dual class crystals when there was no 6-stars, do you really think they would have been the same price as the 5-star basic? Absolutely, positively not. There's no way. And because 6-stars are the highest rarity, of course Kabam is going to charge more. It wouldn't make sense from a business standpoint not to. Right away, at least. Because no one would go for basics anymore if it was the same price. There would be zero reason to ever go for a 6-star basic crystal if the dual class crystals were 10,000. There just wouldn't be a real reason to do it. You could, if you wanted to, but it wouldn't be the smart play. So, for it to cost a little bit more, there's a little bit of a trade-off for eliminating 66% of the basic pool. Guys, there's over 200 champions in the basic pool. So, personally, I think this is totally worthwhile. I think it makes sense. I think this is a classic Kabam move. I was not expecting it to be 10,000. However, what I would like to see is maybe if you buy the sigil and we go to the Black ISO market every like 2 weeks or whatever, like how we get a discounted 6-star feature crystal, I love to see discount if we have like one of each of the dual class crystals for just 10,000 in here. I think that would be great, because you know, then you can still get it for the 10,000, but you can only do that every 2 weeks, and you have to have the sigil in order to do that. So there's some incentive behind it, and I think that would make a lot more sense. But you know, I don't know. I really didn't want to have to make this video, but there's just even more replies that, you know, I didn't want to respond to all of them. Like, for example, this guy, he's like saying, so if anyone who doesn't agree with you should just shut it, right? No, absolutely not. But, like, this is just expected. Like, it just, there would be zero reason to go for the basic pool if these were the same price as the basic pool. Like, there needs to be a slight increase. I'm just happy it's not 15,000 shards like for what a featured is, because the same deal with the featured. You have a smaller pool, you have new champs, so it's a higher price, and it makes sense from a business standpoint. You know, we had some other ones here. The same mindset you complained about BGs. You don't like BGs before, then don't play or buy Elder Marks. There are people that want to spend and get the resources. It's very worthwhile to them. This is completely different. You know, Battlegrounds is supposed to be solo competitive. Right now, there's no emphasis on the solo or the competitive part, and there's no reason to push for the Gladiator circuit. At least with the shards, like, it makes sense to a point. We might not like it. You might not like that you have to pay more shards, but it does make sense. At least in my mind, and someone who's been playing this game for many years. And again, someone else comparing it to Battlegrounds. If you don't like the pay-to-win aspect of Battlegrounds and don't play it, it's raining 6-star shards. You have to remember, not everyone in the game is dropping thousands on calves. Not every player is in the Master Alliance. Think about others. Even if you're not in a Master's Alliance and never spend a dime on calves, there are still a lot of 6-star shards available every single month, just from the side event alone. Side event alone. Anyway, Legs Jr. can do the side event to get 6-star shards. So, like, shards are everywhere, okay? That's not really a point of contention. It doesn't matter if you're in a high alliance or not. And this guy is saying you can throw around 66% to make your argument work. Feature crystal eliminate 9% of the pool, but isn't always a worthwhile venture. Sure, then don't go for it. No one's forcing anyone to go for these. If you don't think it's a worthwhile venture, then don't go for it. And this guy was saying it's a lack of consistency. 25% extra cost to eliminate some classes. I agree, this is another BS move from Kabam. I really don't see this as a BS move. Like I've said, guys, I'm not a Kabam employee. I'm not afraid to critique Kabam, but I'm also not afraid to agree with them. And if you're going to call me a Kabam simp or a shill, like, I really don't care. I'm going to say what I think at the end of the day, because I'm an independent, free-thinking adult. And it's as simple as that. So, I don't think there's a lack of consistency. Feature crystals cost 15k shards because it's a much smaller pool for targeted champs, and it has the newest champs in it, so it's worth it. And these cut out 66% of the basic pool. Like, I don't know. In my opinion, I think it's worth it. I'm definitely going to be going for these, and I suggest you guys to be going for these as well. Take a look at your unknown champions in each of the dual class. So, for example, here we'll just go 6-star, filter it to... Dude, can I slide? There we go. Filter it to unowned, and then you can take a look at all the classes. So skill and mutant. There's a few champs I'm missing here, like, you know, Blade, Iceman, Emma, Aegon that I'd want, Killmonger. So it is tempting. If we look at Cosmic and Tech, there's like no one I really care about going for here. So there's no way I'm ever going to go for the Cosmic and Tech ones. And then the Science and Mystic, like Mr. Negative, Juggernaut, Scorpion, Richard Wong going to be added to that soon, I think. So, like, this, for me, for my account, this makes sense. So, forget features for a little while. I haven't opened a basic in a long time. These are the play. I think these are such good value in the current state of the game, and definitely the way to go to advance your roster in whatever way you want to or need to advance your roster. I think these crystals are extremely powerful and are the way to go going forward. Like I said, take a look at your classes, you know, see which one you should be targeting, and start saving and going for those. That's my advice. I think these crystals are a fabulous addition to the game. It's really going to help newer and up and coming players advance their roster, and because you know, the big problem is for a newer account when you're building your roster, you want to try to fill all the gaps that you're missing. So, you know, immunities, power control. And the thing is, different class types have different archetypes for that class. So, you know, Cosmic Champions, they got a lot of buffs. Mystic Champions, get rid of buffs. Power control. All these classes have archetypes. So if your roster is clearly missing certain archetypes, these crystals are so perfect to go and search for those specific champions that you're lacking. This is honestly huge. I think this is such a good addition to the game, and it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way seeing people up in arms about it when I really don't think we should, because I think this is a wonderful addition. I think it's going to help a lot of newer players advance and fill out their rosters in ways that are really going to help them progress in the game. That's at least the way I think about these dual class crystals, and like I said, I am going to be going for the Sciencey Mystic ones. Going to have crystal opening coming up soon. So yeah, guys, that was going to do it for this video. I really want to hear about your thoughts, and again, like, I'm not trying to like suppress people who are against this. I'm just trying to make you understand where I'm coming from, my mindset. I get that you don't want to pay the extra for the shards, but you know, then don't if you don't want to. But I do think it's worth, and I think it's a really great addition. So everyone shitting on it kind of just rubbed me the wrong way. So I felt the need to make that tweet, and then with all those replies to the tweet, felt the need to just make this video. And now I kind of just want to hear your guys' thoughts on this as well, hear more people's thoughts on this, because maybe I am wrong. I can totally be wrong. If the vast majority of you guys on this video agree that I'm wrong, maybe I am. And hey man, we all make mistakes. I can accept when I'm wrong too. That's totally fine. That's part of being an adult. Making mistakes is totally fine. The thing you should just try to avoid is not making the same mistake twice. But yeah, very interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this one. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you think. What champions are you missing? Are you excited about this? What are you going to be going for? Are you going to be targeting? I love to hear about it. Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Peace out.